10 unsolved mysteries that will give you goosebumps. Get ready to be chilled by these hair-raising unsolved mysteries. Sometimes, the sinister and unexplainable stories send shivers down our spines. It's like when you drive past a car crash and can't help but look. If you have a fascination for the creepy, gruesome, or downright mysterious, then we have a treat for you. Just don't blame us if you have nightmares. 1. The disappearance of Madeleine McCann. In 2007, the world was captivated by the case of Madeleine McCann. While on vacation in Praia da Luz, Portugal, tragedy struck. Madeleine, then just shy of 4 years old, vanished from her hotel room while her parents were dining. Despite extensive investigations, her whereabouts remain unknown. 2. The assassination of the Swedish Prime Minister. On February 28, 1986, Olof Palme dismissed his bodyguards for the night and went to the cinema with his wife, Lisbeth, where they met their son and his girlfriend. After the film, they went their separate ways, but Olof never made it home. On the busiest road in Sweden, a tall stranger surprised Olof and Lisbeth, shooting them at point-blank range. Despite numerous suspects, the culprit was never found. 3. The disappearance of the Beaumont children. In 1966, Adelaide, Australia, was gripped by the mystery of the Beaumont children. Jane, aged 9, Arna, aged 7, and Grant, aged 4, took a bus to Glenelg Beach but never returned home. They were last seen playing with an unidentified man who also disappeared. The fate of the children and the identity of the mysterious man remain unsolved. 4. The Cape Intruder. Residents of Cape Elizabeth, Maine, experienced a haunting presence known as the Cape Intruder in 2005. Victims woke up to find the intruder silently watching over them while they slept. Although no harm was done, the intruder vanished without a trace, leaving the town unnerved. Despite several suspects being interviewed, the identity of the Cape Intruder remains a mystery. 5. The Axeman of New Orleans. From 1918 to 1919, New Orleans was gripped by terror as the Axeman struck. Breaking into homes, the Axeman brutally murdered residents with their own axes. In a chilling letter published in newspapers, the Axeman expressed a fondness for jazz music and spared homes where jazz was playing. The Axeman disappeared after claiming his last victim on October 27, 1919. 6. The D.B. Cooper hijacking. Let's take a break from the spooky and delve into a mysterious case. On November 24, 1971, a man known as D.B. Cooper hijacked a plane, extorted money and parachutes, and then disappeared after jumping out of the aircraft. Despite extensive investigations, Cooper's true identity and whereabouts remain unknown. 7. The Zodiac Killer. During the 1960s and 1970s, the Zodiac Killer terrorized California. Known for sending taunting letters to the press, the Zodiac Killer claimed responsibility for several murders, with additional unconfirmed claims. The killer's letters contained encoded passages, one of which supposedly holds his real name, though it remains unsolved. Countless amateur detectives have tried to uncover his identity. 8. The Chicago Tylenol murders. Imagine taking a day off work because you feel unwell, taking a painkiller to ease your discomfort, and then being poisoned by it. This nightmare became a reality for 7 individuals in Chicago, Illinois, in 1982. They unknowingly consumed Tylenol-branded painkillers that had been tampered with and laced with cyanide. Some malicious person had removed pill bottles from store shelves and inserted cyanide into certain capsules. Despite following various leads, no one was ever convicted in connection with these horrifying crimes. 9. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished during its routine journey from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, to Beijing, China. Shortly after takeoff, the flight's path was altered, and the plane's transponder was intentionally switched off for reasons unknown. More than a year later, the first confirmed piece of debris from Flight 370 washed up on Réunion, a French island located 2,300 miles (3,700 kilometers) west of the search area scoured by authorities. It is clear that the plane crashed and the passengers most likely perished, but the circumstances surrounding the change in the plane's path and the manual deactivation of the transponder remain a perplexing enigma. We may never know the answers to these questions. 10. The Unsolved Hinterkaifeck Murders. On March 31, 1922, Germany witnessed one of its most bizarre and gruesome crimes in history. The residents of a small Bavarian farmstead began noticing signs that they were not alone at the farm and shared their concerns with friends. Tragically, shortly afterward, all of them were brutally murdered, and their bodies were scattered around the farm. The perpetrator of this heinous act then lived in the house with the corpses for 3 more days, consuming their food and using their fireplace before eventually departing. Despite a thorough investigation and the arrest of multiple suspects, the murderer was never identified or apprehended. These unsolved mysteries continue to fascinate and haunt us. Whether it's the inexplicable disappearances, chilling assassinations, or enigmatic criminals, these stories will keep you on the edge of your seat. Just be prepared for the goosebumps that come with diving into the realm of the unknown.